There is a place on Earth where lightning is born from fire, where electricity crackles not from storm clouds, but from the throat of a living volcano, and where the temperatures reach nearly 30,000 degrees Kelvin, roughly 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Nobody talks about what actually exists inside those bolts. Nobody talks about the plasma. And nobody has ever explained what it would physically do to every atom in your body if you were somehow, impossibly, inside one. Until right now. You see, most people think volcanic lightning is just regular lightning near a volcano. That assumption is catastrophically wrong. Volcanic lightning is a fundamentally different beast. It is born from charged ash particles, from triboelectric friction between pulverized rock, ice crystals, and superheated gas moving at hundreds of meters per second. It is plasma wrapped in chaos, and the physics of what happens inside it are so extreme that every law of matter you learned in school gets rewritten. So let us do the unthinkable. Let us shrink you down. Let us place you, conscious and observing, inside a single charged particle of volcanic lightning plasma. What would happen? What would the physics actually do? First, let us understand what you are sitting inside. A plasma is not a gas. It is the fourth state of matter, a state where temperatures are so extreme that electrons are ripped completely away from their parent atoms. The atoms themselves no longer exist as intact structures. Inside a volcanic lightning bolt, you are not surrounded by molecules of oxygen or nitrogen. You are surrounded by a storm of free electrons and bare atomic nuclei, all moving at velocities that make the concept of temperature almost meaningless to describe casually. The electron temperatures inside lightning plasma can exceed 28,000 degrees Kelvin. The pressure waves move faster than any explosion we have ever engineered. Now, your body. Here's where the physics becomes personal. The moment you exist inside this environment, the electromagnetic field gradients alone would be catastrophic. A lightning bolt carries between 1 and 5 billion watts of power during its discharge. That energy is not evenly distributed. It is channeled through a channel roughly 2 to 4 centimeters wide. You are smaller than that channel. The electric field density surrounding you would be measured in millions of volts per meter. What does that do to biological tissue? Your cell membranes, the lipid bilayers that separate the interior of each cell from the outside world, operate on voltage differentials of approximately 70 millivolts. The field strength inside lightning plasma is not millions of times stronger. It is tens of billions of times stronger than what your cells are designed to handle. Every membrane in your body would electroporate simultaneously, meaning the electric field would punch nanoscale holes through every single cell wall you possess in a fraction of a microsecond. You would not bleed. There would be no time. Your cells would simply cease to be bounded structures. But we have not even gotten to the thermal physics yet. If you are enjoying this journey into the most extreme corners of real science, hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. We explore these questions every single week, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. Back to you, still impossibly alive inside the plasma. The thermal radiation inside a lightning plasma channel is not heat in any familiar sense. At 28,000 degrees, matter radiates predominantly in the ultraviolet and soft X-ray spectrum. Every square centimeter of plasma surrounding you would be emitting radiation energy at a rate that dwarfs the surface of the sun locally. Your body, which is mostly water, carbon chains, and proteins, would not burn. Burning requires oxidation, and there is no intact molecular oxygen inside a fully ionized plasma. Instead, the radiant energy would excite and dissociate your molecular bonds directly. The covalent bonds holding your DNA together require between 3 and 10 electron volts to break. The photons inside this plasma carry energies of hundreds of electron volts each. Your genetic material would be shredded at the quantum level, not by heat, but by direct photonic disassembly. Your water molecules, which make up approximately 60% of your body, would photodissociate into hydrogen and oxygen ions within microseconds. Those ions would then themselves be stripped of electrons, adding to the surrounding plasma. You would not die inside the plasma. You would become part of it. Your atoms would be absorbed into the fourth state of matter, temporarily indistinguishable from the volcanic rock and ionized atmosphere surrounding you. But here's the piece that no one ever mentions: the acoustic shockwave. When a lightning channel forms, it superheats the surrounding air so rapidly that it expands at supersonic speeds, creating the thunder we hear from kilometers away. Inside the channel itself, the pressure spike during formation exceeds 10 atmospheres in less than 1 microsecond. The human body can withstand roughly 3 atmospheres of overpressure before organs begin to fail. The overpressure inside a forming lightning plasma channel is more than 3 times that lethal threshold, compressed into a time window so short that your nervous system, which processes signals at roughly 70 meters per second, could not even begin to register the sensation before total mechanical disruption would occur. And yet, here is the truly haunting thought to carry with you. Volcanic lightning happens constantly during major eruptions. At Sakurajima, at Eyjafjallajökull, at Tal, these bolts flash hundreds of times during a single eruption. Each bolt contains this entire physics nightmare. Each bolt is a temporary star birthed from destruction, existing for a fraction of a second before the universe reclaims the energy back into randomness. You were never in danger of surviving inside it. Physics made that decision long before you arrived. The real miracle is that we can stand kilometers away and watch it happen. Fire and electricity intertwined, the planet reminding us that it was here long before us and operates on rules that do not account for human fragility. If this video rewired how you think about the natural world, share it with someone who needs their mind blown today. Subscribe for more deep dives into the physics that makes our universe the most terrifying and beautiful place imaginable. The next one will leave you questioning something you have believed your entire life. Stay curious. Stay uncomfortable. That is where real understanding begins.